everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're going to make another delicious freezer meal for you. I'm going to take you all the way through step by step from creating it, freezing it, and then cooking it in the slow cooker. Today we're going to make this delicious, one of my family's favorites, chicken salsa verde. I can't wait to show you how this all comes together. Today we're going to make a freezer meal out of my favorite chicken salsa verde recipe. This is super easy. I make this at least once a month in the slow cooker. We have always enough for more than one meal. Very often I will freeze the leftovers from the first time I make it so that I can have another meal of this a couple of weeks later. We love this. You can serve this as a salsa verde taco ball where you serve it over steamed rice. You can use it as a burrito filling, pour over a burrito. It's absolutely delicious, and I know you're gonna love it. If you haven't tried it, this is so easy, you're not gonna believe it. So we're turning this into a freezer meal today. We're gonna be using approximately 2.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. Again, boneless, skinless chicken thighs will work here. You can even do this with pork. You can turn this into a pork green chili by using cubed boneless pork loin or a boneless pork shoulder, up to you. We're gonna add a medium sweet onion sliced, one 24-ounce jar of your favorite green salsa. So we're using approximately 3 cups. I'm also using a small 8-ounce can of tomatoes with green chilies, a few cloves of minced garlic, and this is approximately half a cup of my homemade taco seasoning. You can use whatever taco seasoning is your favorite. If you make your own, you're going to want about a half a cup of that. Okay, now let's build our freezer meal. So I've got my chicken in the bag. I did want to mention to you guys, I will leave links to these little bag stands down below. I have compiled an Amazon shopping list that has a lot of the things that I'm using in this freezer meal series that might be helpful for you. You can have a look down below. It costs you nothing. It does help out the channel a little bit, and I appreciate every single time you click on over there. So thank you. So in goes our chicken, and then from here we're gonna go ahead and put our salsa, our sliced onion, our tomato and green chili, our garlic, our taco seasoning. That was pretty easy, I think, and I think that the end result here is really going to make you happy. So again, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just press as much air out of here as possible. Give it a bit of a zhuzh. Now this is one of those ones where you want to mix it up a little bit. So just do it. Look, don't do what I did with the sweet and sour chicken and not have your bag sealed all the way, huh? Because that will just make you sad and you'll have to be cleaning up a mess. So again, the perfect place for my tip with the loaf pan. And this again is where you can find out if there's some extra air in here, and you can kind of squeeze it out, because air is the enemy when it comes to freezers. I like to fold it under just a little bit so everything is tucked in there really nice. You can freeze it like this, and then like overnight you can go and you can take the bread pan out, and then you can just pop this in your freezer. But I'm gonna go ahead and freeze this because I'm gonna be making this for dinner tomorrow. And I wanna show you guys what it looks like when it comes out of the freezer and how we can deal with that. Sometimes you have to cut the bag away, but sometimes it'll just pop out if you run it under a little warm water. So I'll be back when it's time to put this in the slow cooker tomorrow morning. All right, it is the next morning from when we prepared our salsa verde chicken freezer meal. We froze this overnight just so I could show you guys what it looked like when you get ready to make it. But when you get ready to cook this, just go ahead and run some warm water. Run this bag under the warm water. You can see, you can just go around the bag and like gently loosen it from the contents, and then when you open it up, it should just slide right out. And if it kind of gets stuck along the way, just grab a pair of scissors and snip it, because you're not going to probably keep the bag anyway, so you can just cut it. Just like that, and you're ready to go. You don't have to add anything to this slow cooker at all. This is going to gently thaw and cook all day long. And since we have to travel for an appointment today, I'm putting this in fairly early in the day. It is approximately 9 o'clock in the morning. And because I'm going to be cooking it all day long, I'm going to put this on the low setting. And then by the time we get home, it'll be perfect for having dinner. And I can just come in here with the tongs. The chicken should be tender enough that it will just shred and break apart with the tongs, and it'll be perfect and ready to go. So I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like when it's time to eat. All right, our chicken salsa verde has been cooking. Like I said, we put it on a little bit after 9 a.m. I put it on low. It cooked all day. We had to drive a couple of hours for an appointment and then come back. By that time, it was almost finished. We returned home between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. It still needed another hour. So by 4 o'clock, so that's 9 to 4 is 7 hours. I said between 6 and 8 hours on low, and that is when it becomes perfect. And you can just take your tongs in here and you can start to break it up, and it shreds perfectly. You don't even need to make any effort. So this is what it looks like when it's all ready to eat. Now you've got a lot of possibilities here. This can be a burrito filling, a taco filling. You can use this for enchiladas. You can use this as a sauce over a chimichanga. You can use this just the way it is and make a burrito bowl, which is what I'm gonna do for you. So I'm gonna go make a burrito bowl, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Well, there you have it. This is one of my favorite things that I said at the beginning. This is definitely one of our family's favorites, the chicken salsa verde. We have it a lot, like at least once a month, and it's always a crowd pleaser. We always have good amount of leftovers, and the girls love to eat it for lunch. It's super easy to, just put in a heated tortilla or throw in some taco shells. But I will warn you, if you're making tacos with this, it is very juicy. This can also be eaten on its own, much like a pork green chili, just in a bowl with your condiments. So normally we would have tomatoes, onions, avocado, maybe some shredded lettuce or cabbage, and sour cream and cheese. You're gonna put the toppings on your burrito bowls or in your tacos that you like. This is what we're having tonight because this is what I had on hand, and we have a super busy week ahead of us, and this is just gonna be the perfect meal for us. So that is how you make a delicious chicken salsa verde freezer meal, and I just know you're gonna love it. It's super convenient and it's delicious, and I hope you try it, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya. So just keep that in mind.
If you squeeze the juice out of your meat first, it won't be as messy.
I don't think I'm gonna put that in there.
I should have said that at taco night at church for the group community group. That night we had them.
Oh my god!
I thought about that last night. It's like,
oh my
I should have said that.